In a world that rewards loud voices and fast action, there's a forgotten power that remains undefeated, the power of observation. Before the warrior strikes, he waits. Before the strategist moves, he watches. Victory, more often than not, belongs to the one who sees before the fight begins. Before every battle, Sun Tzu did one thing first. He observed. Not the weapons, not the enemies, the patterns, the terrain, the behaviors. Because in the art of war, he who observes longest strikes smartest. Welcome to the Strategy Masterclass. Today we reveal the underrated power of observation and how to use it to outsmart any opponent, challenge, or chaos you face. The enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead. The good general cultivates his resources. He wins who had learned the art of accurate observation. Observation isn't passive. It's not watching. It's scanning, noticing, understanding. Sun Tzu said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." True strength lies not in reacting, but in perceiving. Observing your environment gives you time to calculate, plan, and predict. It allows you to win without ever drawing your sword. In business, in battle, even in relationships, the one who sees more controls more. Miyamoto Musashi, the undefeated samurai, stressed, "Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye." This is more than physical sight. It's situational awareness, understanding patterns, human behavior, and subtle shifts. Great leaders, from Alexander the Great to Napoleon, were observers first, conquerors second. They studied the terrain, the psychology of their enemies, and the timing of events. Imagine this. Two people enter a negotiation. One talks fast, pushes hard, reacts emotionally. The other listens, watches body language, times every word. Guess who wins? The one who observed. Because you don't need to overpower people. You just need to outread them. When we act without observing, we gamble. We lose control. Impulsive reactions are often emotional traps. And in war, whether on the battlefield or in life, emotion is a weakness exploited by those who see clearly. True observation is active attention. It's watching for patterns, weaknesses, timing, momentum. Sun Tzu observed his enemy's formation before launching even a single arrow. Why? Because action without awareness is a gamble. But action with clarity, that's strategy. Observation is not passive. It is an active discipline. You train your mind to be still. You listen to words left unsaid. You sense energy in a room. You notice patterns in behavior. Just as a warrior sharpens his sword, the mind must be sharpened to notice what others ignore. Let's break it down. Here are 3 levels of strategic observation. 1. People. How do they react under pressure? What are their patterns, tells, and insecurities? Learn to read tone, posture, rhythm, not just words. 2. Environment. What is the mood of the room? What's the structure of the system or game you're in? Don't just play. Study the field. 3. Self. How do you show up? When are you triggered, distracted, strongest? Self-observation turns mistakes into lessons. Here's how to train this skill. 1. Pause before you respond. In silence, clarity emerges. 2. Study people, not to judge but to understand. 3. Notice the environment. What changed? What's consistent? 4. Journal your insights. Reflection creates mastery. Most people chase IQ or EQ, but few train OQ or observational intelligence. Here's how. 1. Slow down. The fastest way to lose is to rush. Slowness creates space. Space creates insight. 2. Watch before you speak. Listen twice as much as you talk. Collect more data. Speak only when it moves the outcome. 3. Reflect after every situation. Ask, what did I miss? What was said between the lines? What repeated? And what changed? Observation builds pattern recognition. And pattern recognition? That's future prediction. Sherlock Holmes didn't have magic. He simply noticed what others ignored. A frayed cuff, a nervous blink, an offbeat pattern. Sun Tzu would have called him a master of unseen warfare, winning battles before they even start, because he saw what others missed. Observation isn't waiting, it's preparation. The scout sees before the general moves. The trader waits before the investment. The master listens before delivering the strike. Observation gives you the one thing most people never have: leverage. So ask yourself, am I rushing into battles I haven't studied? Do I react or do I read? What could I win if I simply learn to observe better? Because when you observe, you understand. And when you understand, you win without even fighting. You don't need to be the loudest, the fastest, or the strongest. You need to be the most aware. Outsmarting is the highest form of winning. So observe, be still, see everything. Because the power to see is the power to win. And the warrior who watches first, strikes last, and never misses.